Do not use this app unless you want to be harassed by left-wing fascists. Right. So Peter Thiel's app, The Right Stuff, has also put a very good promo showing you just what it's about. So let me put this over here so you guys can see this majesty of marketing.
Today, we brought in a group of conservative young women and wanted to get their honest opinions about what they're looking for in the guys they date.
They found all 6 of them. These are, people were complaining that there weren't any conservative women on the app, and that's because, unfortunately, there's only 6, and they are the ones that Peter Thiel paid to be in the ad.
What's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating?
Okay.
A Democrat.
That's a great question. What's the biggest red flag when it comes to dating? That's a great question. I'm sure these ladies have some very good tips for you to look out for.
Dating.
A Democrat. No.
Oh, a Democrat. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, I agree on that one.
Democrats.
A Democrat.
Okay.
Can't be a Democrat. A Democrat. That's easy. A Democrat.
Okay, we're all on the same page here. I could not agree more.
No Democrats.
No
It's a
Democrats. No, that's a no. Okay.
Find the right match. Download The Right Stuff today.
Wow, that's inspiring. Find the right match, guys. Download The Right Stuff today, and you too can receive a visit from federal law enforcement. Dating app for the right wing, though. Get back to normal. View profiles without pronouns. Your next match is here. Once again, if there's no pronouns, it's going to be very confusing. Right? No, you, I, that's going to be confusing. This is the most normal shit I have ever seen either. This is extremely normal brain stuff. Dating app, The Right Stuff, funded by Peter Thiel, and it's made exclusively for right-wingers to find love with other right-wingers, you know, so they can share their common interests in worshiping Jesus, liking fascism, not using pronouns. And the fact that they don't use any pronouns does make things a bit confusing because it's hard to tell who's being referred to and when. But some people thought it was a little odd that a dating site's asking you whether or not you were at January 6th when you signed up. Right, that does seem oddly specific, but since it's a dating site for patriots, they were brave, they felt secure, and they knew that they could be loud and proud about being at January 6th. So they checked yes. They checked yes. Unfortunately, some of these people have had some issues after checking yes, I was at January 6th on The Right Stuff. So if you look up its iOS App Store page, you'll notice something kind of interesting. It's got some bad reviews. It's got some bad reviews. Why does it have bad reviews? Well, let's look at that. Oh my God, it's almost all 1-star reviews. Let's check these. Okay, socialist app in wolf's clothing. Saw this advertised by one of my trusted conservative channels. My wife passed away 2 days ago, and I think I've mourned long enough. Okay, this one's a bit. Good app, but there's no women. I love my country, I love the Second Amendment, and I love God. These days, it's hard to find a woman who values my patriotism, my faith. And so, after being ghosted by every match on Tinder, I decided to give this app a try. I created my profile, uploaded a selfie of me sitting in my truck with my sunglasses, and it worked great. The interface was intuitive and easy to use, but the weird thing is, I couldn't find any women on it. I don't know, maybe the app is bugged. I tried switching my preference to men, and loads of handsome men came up. I hope the developers fix this. That one's probably a bit. I'm pretty conservative, but this is an app for extremists. One of the get to know me prompts is January 6th was, and my favorite liberal lie is, this site is a breeding ground for misinformation and hate. Well, then you're not a real conservative, buddy. Conservative values are keeping the government small. So why would Thiel sell these folks out? That is a good question. But he's an accelerationist, right? He just likes chaos. And I'm kind of shocked that it's not showing all of them here. These seems like all the most recent ones are just bits. My cousin broke up with me recently, then died 2 weeks later in a horrific car crash. I'm looking for someone else. There's no women. The invite only and asks too much personal information. Violates privacy. Way too many personal questions. I don't want to give my phone number so I can't sign up. Stupid to have to be invited unless you refer 3 people. Who will join? I've heard there's no women, and ads show hot conservative women, but there aren't any. Get rid of the January 6th question. Have you seen all the men at January 6th? Duh. Liberal sites don't ask for so much personal info. Be better. So, some of the reviews that started coming out that now seem to have been removed. Right, Peter Thiel, I really don't know what his deal is, but it seems really funny that he is flipping people to the Fed. So do not support the app. Okay, app asked about January 6th. Harmless, right? I said I was there because I'm a patriot, and that's why I'm on a dating app. I use this app for hardly an evening, and is it a coincidence I get a call from an FBI agent the same day? Seriously, what stunt are they trying to pull? FBI honeypot. It doesn't tell you you need an invite until after you've uploaded and shared private info. Some of the questions and answers you can add to your profile look like stuff the FBI would want to know. Opinion of January 6th. No go. Walks you through all the standard issue dating app tortures. And then they scrape your contacts and tell you you're not getting in. I answered the question about January 6th honestly, and the next day I have 2 police officers at my door telling me they got a call alleging I was involved in domestic terrorism. This app was clearly created by Democrats as a way to subvert our constitutional rights. Do not use this app unless you want to be harassed by left-wing fascists. Don't trust the app. I have a friend who worked as a coder on the app, and he showed me proof the FBI added a backdoor so they could spy on patriots and download their location history. The app is a hoax. Don't download. Don't use. So there's an article about this that we're going to read, and maybe this will give us a little bit more insight. But it does seem like this app is either unintentionally or intentionally serving as an FBI honeypot. And judging from the fact that they make you or suggest that you answer the question, were you at January 6th? And what's your opinion of January 6th? It leads me to think that this very well might be a honeypot. Now, it may be counterintuitive, right, that Peter Thiel, who is a extremely right-wing tradcath, Nick Land accelerationist billionaire, would throw these people under the bus. But I promise you, Peter Thiel does not see these people as colleagues. He does not see them as fellow patriots. He does not see them as people that believe in the same thing as him. These are vermin. These are stupid chuts that he does not care about. And remember, he's an accelerationist, right? Accelerationists like making things worse on purpose, but even more importantly, what is Peter Thiel's company, right? Palantir. And that company exists to provide data collection and surveillance services to security forces. Right? This is absolutely up his alley. Palantir exists to create surveillance tech for militaries and law enforcement. That's their whole thing, is being evil. Palantir is like the most evil company you could create. If you wanted to sit down and you think, let me think of just like the most evil company that like a supervillain in a comic book would have. Okay, let's have a fascist billionaire that hangs out with Nick Land, who's an accelerationist that wants to make everything worse and collapse. Oh, let's make him buy blood from poor people and inject it into himself. All right, and he's gonna run a company where he, collects information on people and turns it over to fascist security force. Right? I don't know his connection to Blackwater there. Blackwater doesn't exist, though. It's now Academy. But it was very funny. You're right, chat. It's very funny, right? That he's like, the ad showed hot conservative women and there aren't any. So seems like surface level, there's a couple of issues with the app. First off, there simply aren't any hot conservative ladies. That's crazy. I'm guessing because all the hot tradcath ladies are either out in Dime Square or they're already married. I don't know. Secondly, it seems to be collecting your information to give it to the FBI. Now, the thesis that is a honeypot, some additional information that makes me lean that way, other than just it being Peter Thiel and him working with Palantir or having Palantir, is the fact that it's invite only, but it still lets you download it and set up a profile and give them all of your information, phone number, address, name, pictures, right? As well as were you at January 6th, and it encourages you to let it scrape your contacts, right? So you download this app, you give it your face, you give it your phone number, you give it pictures and all the other stuff that could be used to geolocate you. Maybe you give it your direct location with geolocation, right? And then you tell it whether or not you participated in domestic terrorism, and then you let it scrape every single one of your phone contacts, and then it goes, oh, you don't have an invite, you can't join. So let's see what the Independent has to say about this. Exactly, contacts and location data. Right Stuff users claim they were contacted by the FBI after using the conservative dating app. Ooh, not great. The dating platform currently has a 2.4 star rating in Apple's App Store. Well, it's worse now. Damn, just nothing's going right for the Right Stuff. God damn it, hold on. I forgot about the paywall. I mean, I like when bad things happen to bad people, but this is pretty fucked up. Agreed. Right, so, you know, I can get laughing at bad things happening to bad people, but this is pretty fucked up, right? This is like a surveillance honeypot by one of the most evil people on Earth. So, the new dating app that promises to connect single conservatives with other like-minded individuals has launched to largely negative reviews, with some claiming they have been contacted by the FBI over responses on the platform. The Right Stuff, a invite-only dating app backed by conservative PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel and notorious vampire accelerationist, launched last month after a widely mocked marketing campaign, which included promises of, quote, profiles without pronouns, and a way for conservatives to avoid the, quote, woke dating apps. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who matches with who. Quit swiping, scrolling, and trolling the wrong people. There are people out there just like you, the website states. However, since its release, the app has faced scrutiny from individuals identifying themselves as users. Reviews in Apple's App Store range from criticism over the invite-only interface to concerns over a prompt about 6th of January, which some reviewers have claimed have led to a contact from the police or FBI. As of the 4th of October, the dating platform has received 127 reviews in the App Store, culminating in a 2.4, now 2-star rating, and even 2.0. Per the reviews, one issue stems from a prompt on the app about the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. January 6th was, the prompt reads, in reference to the date a mob of former President Trump's supporters attacked the Capitol building following his defeat in the election. Quote, okay, app asked about January 6th. Harmless, right? I said I was there because I'm a patriot, and that's why I'm on this dating app. I used the app for hardly an evening, and is it a coincidence I get a call from the FBI agent the same day? One person wrote in their 1-star, quote, seriously, what stunt are they trying to pull? Whoever developed this has to be the deep state setting us up. I came here to find love, not a damn warrant. Pretty fucked up, honestly. According to another individual who identified themselves as a user and left a 1-star review, 2 police officers allegedly showed up at their door the day after they answered a question about the January 6th honestly on the app. They wrote, quote, I answered the question about January 6th honestly, and the next day I have 2 police officers at my door telling me that they got a call alleging I was involved in domestic terrorism? This app was clearly created by Democrats as a way to subvert our constitutional rights as conservative Americans. Do not use this app unless you want to be harassed by left-wing fascists. All right, honestly, that's pretty funny to claim that the fascist police state in the United States, which is unequivocally right-wing, is left-wing, right? To say that you getting questioned about participating in felonies is left-wing fascism. No, buddy, you live in a right-wing fascist police state. I thought you were supposed to like that. Oh, you just don't like it when the gun barrel is pointed in your direction. Quote, it doesn't tell you you need an invite until after you've uploaded and shared a bunch of personal info. Some of the questions/answers that you can add to your profile look like stuff the FBI would want to know. For example, opinion of January 6th. Someone else claimed in the reviews. In addition to concerns about the safety of the platform, the most common complaint is the invite-only aspiracy. Prospective users have claimed they were unable to use the service because it's invite-only. Wrote one-star review. I can understand having a paywall, but making an app that your users can't even access is beyond me, the person claimed. What a waste of my time. Another user also found fault in the invite-only setup of the app and noted they weren't able to use the platform either. Quote, so I love the idea of the idea and the setup of the app, but the whole reason I wanted to get this app is because I don't know any conservatives in my area and I wanted to be connected to them. Well, if you don't know any conservatives in your area, just join like a NAFO Discord server or, I don't know, post on Parler. You'll find one. But because it's invite only, I can't use the app. If you want to make it available to everyone, just have a verification system instead, or have a way for people like me to get in without an invite. It'd be much better. People like me. Okay, I don't know what you mean, but sure. Set up your profile, then be told you can join by invite only. What absolute garbage way of making a dating app. Immediately deleted as it's guaranteed to have an extremely small pool of profiles because of this design. It's basically designed to fail. Since its launch last month, the app has sparked mixed reviews among the conservative individuals it intends to target. One user named Bill claimed that the platform is actually a place for extremists to meet. It does seem like that was the intention, except it seems less like the extremists were intended to meet each other, and more like the extremists were intended to meet law enforcement. Bill, who identified himself as pretty conservative, that's the one we read earlier, shared his criticism in a one-star review. He said, prompts on the app such as my favorite liberal lie made it a breeding ground for misinformation for hate. Now, I would love to see some of the profiles on this. Honestly, I'd love to see what some of these people have put is their favorite liberal lie. Maybe it's vaccines. Hopefully we get some deep cuts like fluoride in the moon landing. I would love to match with a smoke show who is concerned about Hollow Earth. This app is just another space for people who have become more extreme in beliefs that are rooted in hate and fear of things you shouldn't even care about, but the media told you to care about. Stupid, he wrote. While the majority of the reviews are negative, there are some users who have praised the platform, even if they haven't been able to gain access. Oh my God. Just be like, yeah, this is a great app. I can't use it, but it seems great. I really like the idea. Great interface, great user interface and all that, right? But I can't join it. That's kind of, I'm going to have to take 1 point off. All you can do is make a profile. To actually use the app, someone on the app has to invite you. Great concept, though. Wait, I don't get it. Well, then, if you have to be invited by somebody already on the app, how do you get on? Did they invite just like a handful of carefully selected FBI informants and let them invite everyone that they've been working over for information? Oh, that was from a 3-star review. Okay. Well, another questioned how the app is, quote, supposed to spread if it's invite only. Via invites, presumably. I'm in love with the concept and disappointed I can't join. In a statement to The Independent, the spokesperson for The Right Stuff said it had determined the reports of FBI contact were false. Just people trolling. The FBI, however, has declined for comment. I Not sure whether that's people trolling. Because really, if they are asking questions, have you participated in felonies? I think they're going to share that with the FBI, especially considering it's Peter fucking Thiel, one of the slimiest people on earth. Now, I mean, he's Peter Thiel, right? So I didn't show this. I'm going to play the promo for the ad. I meant to include this in the part because I'm recording this part here as well. So I'm going to pretend like I did this at the beginning. So this is for me to edit out.